is a great shoulder and T-spine mobility drill. Make sure you have just an appropriate sized kettlebell. Don't go heavy at all. You don't need a heavy weight to assist in the stretch. Okay, so if you haven't already, check out the Turkish get-up video, because the setup for this is going to be very similar to the Turkish get-up. So we come in fetal position, kettlebell is in close, roll onto our back, bringing the kettlebell with us. Okay, so make sure your grip, like the Turkish get-up and the rack and the press, is set right from the start. So right hand is up, I keep the right leg up. Now, unlike the Turkish get-up, this time I'm taking my left hand and I'm bringing it over my head, and my left leg is going straight out. So it's roughly a straight line from my left hand down to my left foot. Now, I'm taking my right foot in behind my knee, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up onto my side and getting the knee to the floor quickly, and now already I'm in a stable position. So to stabilise, make sure the knee is up higher than your belt line, and the sole of my foot now is pointing down away from me. I take the left hand and I'm now going palm down, and I'm trying to walk the arm behind my head if I can. Okay, so depending on your own shoulder mobility, some people mightn't be able to get the arm behind. Don't overstretch it. Just go to where it's comfortable that you can still keep your palm flat on the floor. Okay, and make sure your left leg is still straight. So it's still roughly a straight line from this hand down to the foot. Okay, so now we're in the start position now. Okay, if you feel a stretch here already, just hold it. Nice breaths, inhale, exhale. Remember, blowing the air out, trying to relax whatever muscles are under tension. If you have more movement, what we're going to try and do is push this right foot away from us and bringing the right hip closer to the floor. So nice and easy, we're just gradually pushing the right foot down. You can see my right hip is dropping forward, closer to the floor. Okay, so for me now, I have a good stretch here. I'll just hold this for a while, breathing through it. So see the way the kettlebell, you don't need a heavy weight. I just have it locked out. It's more of a balancing act rather than, I'm not using any strength to hold the kettlebell up here. Okay, so to come back out of it, we're going to bring the right knee back up past the belt line. So back into our stable position. Okay, now we can move the hand forward a small bit just to release the tension. We're finished with the stretch. Now the right foot, I'm going to hook back in behind the knee and come back over onto the sole of the foot. Rolling onto my back, bring the kettlebell back down into the shoulder, and I roll back into the fetal position. Okay, so remember, like the Turkish get-up, we never just drop the kettlebell straight to the floor while lying on our back, because we don't want to risk straining our shoulder. Okay, so try it out there. If you have a bit more mobility, check out my bent armbar video, and that will give you even more of a stretch for the shoulder.